There's already a lot of viewers.
Oh, sweet. 14 viewers. Cool.
Are you in it too?
So if you guys are just tuning in, this is actually, we're just checking out the levels right now for the stream. But this is the Java Gaming Lounge's League of Legends 5v5 tournament. We are kind of having a more of a community cast event here going on. So we'll bring you back as what we can, as you can see by the stream going on here. But we do have our teams getting ready. All of them. We have everybody good to go. So once they get ready and starting the game, then we'll start going over picks and bans. Give you play-by-play on the gameplay, some analysis. Haven't played this game in a couple of years, so bear with me. If you got anything you want to say in the chat, let me know, and we'll get this show on the road. All right, guys, we're coming back at you with the draft for the Java 5v5 League of Legends tournament coming at you today, January the 15th of 2017. First tournament of the year for Java Gaming Lounge. Freshly opened up just about a couple months ago. I think they opened up back on the League of Legends World Championship date back in October. And so far, if you guys haven't been here, it's a great venue. They have tons of great PCs. They're decked out with the latest gear, i7s, 1070s. Anything you can want in a PC, you got it here. And they have great prices too. Early bird specials coming for $2 an hour. On top of gaming events like this one going on right now. We do have an Overwatch tournament happening on the 22nd as well of January, and then we'll also have our CS:GO tournament happening on the 29th, I believe, the weekend of the 28th, the weekend during PAX. If you guys aren't going to be going to that as well. All right, I actually found out that CS:GO tournament is February 12th. They did push that back, but right now we do have picks and bans coming out. We have Camille, Katherine, and Rise being banned by blue team, and Urgot, LeBlanc, and Yasuo by the red team. And of course, you'll see a lot of these bans coming in the regular, intermediate level tournaments happening. Yasuo is always, picking on, getting on people's nerves. You have your Rise, Katarina, Camille. Actually, don't know too much about Camille because I myself haven't played this game in quite, say, a couple months at a time. I stopped playing seriously about 2 years ago, but still here to bring you guys some fresh casting. If any of you are actually at the venue and want to participate in the community cast, you can come up to the second floor all the way to the back of the building. You'll find me on the microphone, and feel free to just drop on in. We're going to cast together. But we have our first picks coming in for the blue team. Syndra coming with that Teleport and Flash. Then we have our Garen and Lulu coming in. It's been really interesting. If you've been with the game since the beginning, you'll have the champion reworks happening. Like, how Garen used to be just like spin to win, but then you have him with his new abilities to where he focuses on one hero, and then Lulu, Ziggs, Maokai coming in for the second picks for blue team on top of that. And what you'll see is changes in the meta lately will be happening with the ADC especially. Some ADCs are still viable, but most of them, if you go to OPGG, you can see that Ziggs is probably one of the top picked or top win rate percentages for ADCs. Good to building AD, and it is quite an odd shift in the meta. We'll do have Echo and Elise coming in for the second picks on red team, and both of those coming in. Echo going with Knight, Flash, and it's interesting to see. Just kind of like going back to my old days during competitive league. I think Echo had just come out. Elise was still a popular pick for utility. And then other champions getting their reworks such as Rengar and Poppy. Her new ult is actually pretty interesting, changing the game along with plants to where you can actually have certain places you can hit them and they'll launch over walls. We'll have Jhin and Karma coming in for the last and final picks for blue team as well. And so I think what it looks like, Rengar jungle, probably have our Jhin and Karma in the bot lane, Poppy tops in the mid, and then we'll have Aatrox coming in for the last pick on red team as well. So we'll have our Elise jungle, Echo top. Interesting. We'll have to see. I'm not entirely sure about red team's picks, but it'll definitely be a very, very interesting match between these two teams, and can't wait to get started. So it looks like that Aatrox was just a bluff, you know, going for the Lucian pick. So we'll probably have a Lucian Lulu bot lane, Garen in the top, Echo in the mid, and Elise in the jungle. Yeah, ADCs in 2K17 for real. Like, you know, just don't even know the meta of this game anymore. But I think out of all the MOBAs that you really see in today's modern age, will be a lot of interesting changes to the gameplay. Because like League of Legends will have these giant changes to, you know, assassins, mages, ADCs, even supports, because like back whenever they had to change like the amount of sight wards you could put in the game, and not even have sight wards anymore, you just have sight stones. And like these amount of changes that they'll bring, even back in Dota 2, you know, they just had drastic changes to the meta themselves. Because I think the game design that happens in these games are definitely just phenomenal in terms of like the way that they change the meta, and they have to change the way that these players learn their characters and they're ready to fight each other. But I think this one has probably been the biggest change, definitely, in the League of Legends meta in quite a while. All right, viewers, looks like we have some people in the chat saying ill red team's gonna lose, but you know, who knows? It could be a close match. We do have plenty of well-versed teams today. Looks like you know, plenty of competition, but we'll just have to wait and see how exactly they're gonna fight it out and do it against each other. But I can't wait for those team fights. Can't wait for those plays. Can't wait for those players. And it's been a great game today. All right, audience, we have 10 seconds left until this match starts. We're looking at the chat here. You know, we got some messages going on. We got Red has 2 silvers, 1 noobs, and Bradford love on blue team equals free win for Red. We'll just have to see how all of it goes down today. And we're excited to bring you here. It's play-by-play on this community casting event. And we'll just have to see how exactly everything goes down.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Alright, we're starting the game a minute in, and we do already have the spam of laughter, just like you'd find in any other League of Legends game today. But it looks like everybody's taking their defensive positions. You know, bot lanes are helping their junglers, and mid and top are getting ready to go defend their lanes. But it looks like it's going to be a good start to the game so far.
Don't blink!
So nothing too interesting happening just at this moment. Pretty slow start to the game, you know. I think back the game isn't as aggressive as it used to be with invades and you know, just aggressive poking at the start. Of course, you can get the damage off where you can, but looks like builds, you know, people are getting biscuits, potions, just kind of getting the small damage boosts that they can off the starting items. But the game itself is still going pretty smoothly so far. Jungler is just getting the camps, and bot lane's kind of poking it out. Looks like Lucian and Lulu taking some pretty heavy poke. Lucian trying to go for some clear, but looks like Karma and Jhin are going to have some pretty good dominance in this lane. Lucian taking really heavy damage along with Lulu. trying to get those pots to heal him back up, but I don't know how much longer they can last in this lane. Looks like we have Elise coming down here for the gank on the bot lane. And it looks like they're pretty healed up from the potions, but here they're going at top. Karma extremely low. Jin getting caught by Elise with Lulu. He's going to try to make his way out, but Elise is just going to follow him the entire way, flashes up the wall. Looks like Lucian's going to try and the flank, but Elise is going to be able to possibly finish him off right there. Long pause, but they got the kill. First blood coming in for the red team. So it looks like outside of our first play here happening for the red team, blue team does still have the gold lead, just by marginal gold. But it looks like they've caught back up. It is a 5.2 to 5.3k evenness going on right here, and we're just gonna watch and see what how the blue team will react to this first blood. Elise is doing really good, putting that pressure on both that bottom and that mid lane, just making sure that the blue team doesn't have the time to respond to that lead that the red team got. Like Echo's like really low. Looks like Syndra might be trying to go in for the kill, and he's just looks like he's gonna stick around with it. Does get the shield up, and Syndra's gonna chase him down. Does they break the flash to try and get away? Just pokes Syndra down just a little bit too. Elise is going to be coming in for the save, and Syndra going down. Another kill for Elise. Looks like the old bait and switch coming up from the Echo, but Elise is doing really good. 2 kills for her so far on this game. Really good stuff going down. Looks like the top lane is just, wet noodle fight, just trying to go in at it. Just trying to see who can get the most farm. Pretty even at the moment. And Garen going in for the poke, but not too much happening. Poppy coming in with the damage. Good stuff. And Garen's just trying to heal back up, but if Garen's passive is still the same, then he's probably going to make up that health in no time. Looks like Elise also coming in for that gank on the top lane now. Maybe she can get a kill on each lane. Looks like she's going to be backing off. Not quite ready for that gank, but she's going to see what we can do. And bot lane on the blue team has become cautious, warding up that river just to make sure that they don't get ganked again. But it looks like Rengar is counter jungling on the red side to see what he can steal from the red team. Echo coming in hot, trying to get that peel off on Syndra, and Syndra's going to just get the auto attacks off and see what damage she can do, but it's not going to be as much. Rengar just chilling around Grom, but Elise is coming in hot. Let's see exactly. Looks like they're aware. But Rengar's gonna hop over into the river. Just have the bush on him. Looks like Elise is gonna be coming down in the river as well, but it looks like she's also very cautious of Rengar. Rengar's gonna pop out, try to get some damage down on Elise. Does get killed down extremely low. Red team's gonna be coming here to back her up. Rengar's extremely low, Elise really low. Both junglers going down. Karma really low health. Gonna see if she can get away. Lu's gonna try and chase after her, but can't make it. Looks like Lucian also decimated. Karma almost dead. There she goes. Looks like it's gonna be 3 kills for blue team, 4 kills for red team total. And blue team, Syndra's gonna try and see what they can do for this Lulu, but looks like Syndra's gonna get caught, and she's gonna... Ooh, she might make it. There's another kill coming from blue team down on the Lulu, so it's a really, really good. We have about a 1.3k gold lead coming for blue team, even though it's the same amount of kills, but we are doing pretty well so far. Not too bad. Good plays coming from both sides. Nice team fights. I think both teams, they're doing well at adapting and responding to the enemy teams. We do have our wards in the bot lane. While there's 3 in the same area, don't know if we need that many there, but we do have our wards on the red top side. Garen's gonna try and make Poppy back off of her lane, but overall, both teams are doing pretty well at this moment. No one's quite too ahead of the other. But we do have 2 kills coming on Lulu and 2 kills on Elise, while we do have 2 kills on Jin, but only 1 kill each on Syndra and Poppy. And just looking at their items, it does look like some of them are, a couple items more ahead than the other. Lucian's trying to get what damage he can just from getting, gold from the creeps, but it looks like Syndra has some more ability-powered items. Ooh, some good damage coming down from Syndra. Does get the ult off, and that is a kill for Fat Dude coming in hot. So blue team definitely with the clear advantage right now. But, you know, it's not the end of the game. Game isn't how it used to be, you know, where you snowball just off a couple of kills. But we do have some good responses coming in from both teams. Looks like the blue team's been coming down with the superior vision coming in here in the river, with the both in top and bottom lane. Even coming towards mid as well. Looks like they're trying to get ready for some dragon possibly. And Karen getting peeled down by Poppy, seeing what he can do to get away. Does make it out, of course, but you know that is a pretty heavy blow. Probably would get that farm. Bot lane's just kind of trying to farm it out real quick, see what they can grab. But really interested to see how the mid lane's gonna duke it out against each other because Echo tried to go in, but you know Cinder had that ult. And it looks like Renga's coming in hot with his ult as well, and Lulu bursted. Disgusting. Oh, that was so much damage coming in. Really good plays from blue team coming in. Garen's extremely low. Don't know how fast his passive is going to help him out, but looks like Poppy's going to come and just dive the turret and gets the kill on the top lane. Looks like Lucian trying to hide under turret doesn't even save him. Rengar taking a lot of damage as well from the turret, but looks like everybody on blue team makes out alive. And looks like blue team has clear advantage, double the kills, 16.3 gold, over 13k for the red team. Almost not even 10 minutes in, doing really well. Another great kill coming in from Syndra on the mid lane.
Focus.
It looks like blue team is definitely asserting their dominance. It looks like Syndra coming over here with a 3-1. She hasn't even back to buy her second set of items yet. Elise is going to come in and try and see what she can do. Probably doesn't want to pick that kind of fight. Flashes out immediately. 2-level lead on Syndra over Elise. But it's going to be a tough ride for a red team to come back from this advantage. Then Rengar coming in, protecting his own river, you know, just like won't let him get that scuttler. Looks like Karma's putting up the wards as well just to make sure no one's gonna come dropping. Because Elise is, you know, she's thinking about it. She's debating whether she wants to go down there or not. And Kieran's gonna go back and defend that top turret, you know, get what farm he can. We're gonna see just how well red team reacts from now on. There we go. Poppy going in hot. Doesn't take very much damage, but Garen's still low, as always. Looks like we have some more action come down here in the bot lane. Elise does get the scuttler for her team. Keep an eye on Dragon. Blue team, you know, did have some vision there as well, but it looks like red team's going to be more focused on Dragon here, just making sure that they don't lose it. But Garen still extremely low. Poppy deciding whether she wants to dive or not. Garen goes in for the dive with the flash and ults Poppy. Gets the kill. That's actually a very nice play coming in from Garen. Good job, Waffle.
Don't blink.
Here. Alright, so Rengar coming in with Syndra, trying to see if they can get him. But Echo's gonna, you know, he's gonna play it well and defend himself under his turret and see what all he can do. But Rengar coming in down in the bot lane, seeing what he can do in the river, because it looks like we have Jin and Karma both leaping over the wall, coming in really hard on Lulu, seeing what damage they can get off. And it looks like we have Lucian over on the other side of the wall. Rengar's gonna hop over, use fast, and that is a deletion coming from Lucian. And it looks like Elise is also gonna try to get out, but no cigar. And Lulu by herself, gonna see if she can make it out. Not even close. So that is 3 kills coming in from blue team. 12-5 lead, 7-kill lead, and all about 5k gold. So we have really Really good plays coming from the blue team. You know, Garen had some really impressive plays. Elise had some really impressive plays, but blue team is just coming out with better team plays overall, and they're doing really well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Red team's going to try and defend their bottom lane because they've already lost both of those turrets. Inner turret gone, and those are the only 2 turrets gone in the game. So they're going to try and meet them in their own jungle, but Elise immediately deleted. Not quite yet. Lulu got the ult off. She's extremely low, but she does go down. Rengar's also extremely low. Lulu's getting bursted down as well. And Karma and Jin going to try to sneak out on the bottom lane. Poppy's going to try and defend her team. Does get the kill on the exit. And Karen getting poked down as well. So some pretty good plays coming out. That's actually a really nice turnaround coming from Poppy, soaking up that damage, but they weren't able to get any more kills off of that play. While blue team does have everybody up, they're extremely low. Maybe they might try to go for dragon. We'll have to see. Karma's extremely low. Rengar is healing up off the plants, and they are going to get blue dragon. And then it looks like we have Garen TPing on top, trying to defend his tower as well. So uncontested dragon going for blue team on top of their lead. It makes it even harder for red team at this point. Like Garen trying to see what damage he can get off and possibly get the kill on Elise, but it does get poked down as well. He's just going to back off at this moment. So we have Elise and Lulu coming into that top lane. Just going to clear out the wards. Won't be able to get the drop on her, but we'll just see what exactly we can turn around with 4 blue team players coming in on the top lane, trying to see what exactly they can pull off of this situation. Lucian farming the bot lane. It looks like, you know, Elise trying to get a red buff just before it gets stolen. But looks like blue team is going to take the top turret. There's going to be 4 turrets coming in from blue team total, with 0 for red. So it looks like we're in the part of the game where red team wants to start grouping up and making sure they can have an effective force in those team fights. You have 4 red team members coming in to try and surround the 3 blue team coming in on this top lane. Looks like they are going to get the Krugs and just try to back off and see what they can do. Looks like they'll stick around for maybe a little bit too long. Garen coming around from the bottom, but they do have the vision. Garen getting peeled. Does make it out with a Lulu ult. We'll see just how far he can make it, but Rengar comes in, deletes him, blocks him off, and then we have Jinul coming in, trying to slow down the red team coming in. Syndra comes in also as well, burst down Lulu. Looks like only Echo and Elise might have the possibility of making it out, but they are just going to get dived by 4 blue team members. Rengar just takes in the damage. Elise is coming in, gets deleted as well. Only living member is Lucian because he was in the bot lane. Made it just to the team a little too late. Like Poppy is really thirsty for the kill. They're just at least trying to get Lucian to back off of his the turret for them so that we can secure inhibitors. It looks like everyone's coming up. Looks like we have Elise just came up and Echo coming up and just now as well. So the red team does have full force ready to combat this blue team. Blue team just needs to be careful, make sure they don't make any misplays and get lost. Ooh, and a disgusting solo kill by Syndra coming in on Lulu. Just had to get the stun and then just ulted down. So it looks like we do have Lulu out for another 15 seconds. And let's see what exactly. Maybe Rengar can take on Garen by himself. Not exactly sure what's going to be going on. It looks like it's a lot of damage coming in from Garen. Rengar is extremely low, does get ulted, and the auto connects. Looks like Syndra's going to try and do what she can up to combat that as well. And Echo is also going to be in this fight along with Lucian coming to the top. And blue team's taking a lot of damage here. Karma does go down. Syndra extremely low. Tries to save herself under the turret, but doesn't happen. But Echo does end up falling to the turret as well. So a double kill coming in for Syndra. Great job. So in all of that aftermath, we do have three players down from blue team, but we do have Poppy pushing this bot lane, trying to, you know, perhaps make the next stop so they can take the bottom tower and inhibitor. Get the super minions flowing in. Top lane is pushing, is inside their base. Garen's gonna see what he can do against this Jhin, but not much. Jin's just gonna peel him down and he's gonna take a little bit of damage from the turrets, but nothing too serious. We got a lot of good crits coming off of Jhin ult, trying to get this Garen, but Lulu's just gonna speed boost him and block off those shots. So everybody on both teams is up. They're going to try and peel down this mid turn and see what they can do. There are only 2 of them there at this moment. And while we do have 3 from the red team, it looks like red team's playing it safe though. They don't want to make any unnecessary, you know, risky situations. So it looks like we're going to be having Rengar and Syndra here working on the Rip Herald and see if we can get that before Baron spawns here in just about a minute and a half. They do end up getting that. That is another good advantage for blue team, but do they really need it at this point? You know, they're about almost a definite advantage coming in from blue team here with 12k lead in gold and 21 versus 8 kills as opposed to red. And red team still hasn't gotten a turret yet. We do have 6 turrets in for blue team as well. It looks like we do have Syndra, Jhin, and Karma all trying to kind of just, you know, make them super cautious. And Jin's going to get some poke off coming on the red team here as well. Poppy's is going to turret dive, and then Rengar coming with his ult is at least going to try and get away, but can't make it out. And looks like that's 2 kills coming in for blue team, along with that mid turret. And possibly maybe the mid inhibitor if red team can't combat it.
Red team's turret has been never fought. Been destroyed.
Red team don't really see much of them coming back from this at this point, but it looks like they're going to try to go in for a final team fight. They're going to try and break down Poppy. They're always in the front line taking that damage, but Syndra is coming in, bursting everybody down to the bone. It looks like we're going to have another kill coming in from Karma as well. And then everyone else is trying to like go back to their fountain, trying to fight them off, but not much is going to be able to happen here. Looks like we have the minions coming in on top of that. You know, Syndra's really low and Karma's really low, but looks like going to back out, let everybody else finish it up. Garen, ooh, coming in with that whole disgusting kill on Rengar. Like Lucian, maybe try to come in for the cleanup. And Syndra also gets shut down by Echo as well, but he also dies to Syndra at the same time. Lucian tries, doesn't quite make it. Poppy's still alive. That is game. First game of the day going to blue team. Alright guys, that concludes our first game of the day. We are going to be changing our streaming setups just for the time being, just because we had to make some alterations. But stay tuned, we will have the stream back up before the second game starts. So just stay on this channel, keep an eye out, and we'll be back with you shortly.